everyone? It's your favorite trio. You don't know us yet, but might as well get these fucking introductions over with so we can become your new favorite trio. Okay, go ahead, start.
Hi, I'm Say, or otherwise known as your weeb trash.
Or little fat bitch. No,
Fat bitch!
That's true, I was eating.
Designated fat bitch status.
Designated.
You wouldn't put the food away.
No, I'm still eating, guys, sorry.
Nasty bitch. Anyways, you.
I'm Jinxed.
Okay, thank you for your lovely introduction. And I am B. I'm sorry, I'm so mean. I'm a terrible human being.
That's all I was gonna say. That's all I was gonna say.
That's just my name.
She kept it nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud
Oh, you
that.
wanted me to add the other stuff?
No, you didn't have to be like
I'm
him.
the only one that said what I am.
You are what you eat. We've trash. Okay, so we decided on a topic for today, and what is that?
Ghost stories.
Oh,
Spoopiness.
Yes. Hella spoopy.
Spoopy time.
The spoopiness.
When we talk about spoopy, we meant like, did we have any sort of paranormal activity throughout our lives? Have we dealt with
Yep.
anything of the sort? She said yes. Would you like to share anything? No? You don't want to go first?
No.
Do you have anything to say?
I'll save my stuff. It's not as much.
Oh my gosh. If I start first, it's going to be a little lengthy. But Say kind of knows a little bit of it
Mm-hmm.
because we've been friends for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'll start off my little spoopy tale.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a little more of the paranormal side because so roughly a year ago, literally like almost a year ago, it's just been a few weeks after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
my grandma passed away. And, hold on, I'm trying to get it. Anyways, Grandma passed away, and it was really sudden, so, what happened was a few days before she died, I dropped her off for an operation. They did the operation, and a lot of people actually didn't want to do it on her because she was in really bad shape. Even though she went in perfectly fine, all the neighbors complimented her, like, oh, she looks so fine and healthy, and it's just like, yeah, on the outside, but on the inside, not so much, but they didn't want to operate her. She died on the table, but they brought her back. So then she was in ICU for a while.
Dang.
Yeah, dang. But a few days after, she just kind of, I think she gave up. Because 3-4 days after she was entered in the ICU, she died.
Strain.
Yeah, she died. And it was a trip, like, because I went to see her before she died. She was perfectly fine. Like, not perfectly fine, but she was still alive.
She was there.
I went home and made a little comment to that Virgin Mary statue or the picture that my mom had in the kitchen with the candle lit. And I was like, take good care of my grandma. I go out back. I literally step outside on my step. I freaking ate shit.
Oh.
Like, I twisted my ankle and everything, and I literally went, bah! On the ground. And luckily, there was my dog's bed back there, so I landed on the dog bed.
Wow.
Nice.
I didn't eat shit on the freaking concrete, thank God. So, yeah, like, literally, they called. As soon as I ate shit, they said, yeah, she's not doing so well. She's actually flatlining. So they said, you need to get over here quick to say most likely your last goodbyes. And I was like, I really wanted to go say goodbye to my grandma. But it's like, dude, I was in so much pain. My mom was like, no, you stay here and you take care of yourself. And I'm like, God damn. So I didn't get to say goodbye to her in her final moments, but she died before anyone got to her. Okay, so fast forward to the next day. My mom called up the funeral home, and they made the arrangements and shit, and she's like, can you go to the funeral home? And I was like, shouldn't you be doing this? I mean, you're the daughter. And she's like, yeah, but I can't. Like, and I was like, okay, emotional distress, I get it. So I'll go on your behalf. And she says, I told them you're going. And she's like, pay with your credit card. And I was like, okay. So I go, I meet the person who was going to do the paperwork with me, but he's like, okay, I'm going to grab your paperwork, just sitting here. Mind you, it's a nice little cozy area, like little tile and stuff. It felt like very homey and a Mexican adobe kind of shit. And I was like, nice, this is a nice place. I was all by myself because the office was in the next room. It was just me. I sat there by myself. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh, not a bad place. And I'm looking through the door like, look at all those caskets and urns. Oh my God. And I'm just like, probably not too far away from here. There's like a couple dead bodies hanging out.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm just sitting there and just like quiet, and I'm like just fiddling my fingers. I'm like, okay, when's he coming? I want to get out of here and get this over with. And then out of nowhere, I just hear like something get thrown, and it sounded like a pebble being thrown across the tile. And I was like, okay, first of all, I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
Second of all, there should be no one behind in the back because all the employees are actually in the next room. But it literally sounded it was right behind me, and no one was behind me. So I was like, well, shit, that's kind of weird. So that's not the only thing that happened to me that day. After that, I went home, and I gave my mom all the paperwork. I told her what happened and what's going to happen. And then she said, okay, thank you. I'm sitting at the table drawing because it's October, so I was doing Inktober. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw a shadow at the front door. So I moved.
Day.
Yes, same exact day. Like right after I came back from the funeral home and after I did all the arrangements to transfer her body, I saw a shadow. And it felt weird because it's like it felt like someone came into the house. And I could have swore I saw the door open and close, like the gate door. So I saw light come in, and then it got dark because it's like one of those gates with the holes.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, oh, that's some weird shit. But I also forgot to add that, like, after my mom and aunt left to the hospital when the day she died, I actually heard her voice in my room.
What?
She called for my aunt, and I was like, damn it, because my aunt came to my house because she was with us. And my aunt was really distraught because she's the youngest out of all the kids. So, well, she's one of the youngest. So she was a mess. And then after they left, I just heard I heard a voice telling my grandma, call her name. And I was like, did anyone else hear that? And they're like, no. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just me. I'm tripping balls because I'm grief-stricken, for all I know. But I don't know. That's like, that literally in two days, that weird shit happened to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Almost right away.
Right away, but that's one occasion. I have more to tell, but I can't just keep hogging the spotlight
Airtime,
here.
Okay.
That is true.
Told you it was lengthy.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Not bad.
Damn, that's actually short compared to how I usually tell stories.
That's okay.
Don't get used to it.
I don't know.
Either one of you, just open your mouth and start talking.
Okay. I don't have very many experiences, which is kind of something that I feel a little let down on, but also lucky at the same time because, I mean, I wouldn't want to be too exposed to paranormal stuff, but I have had a little run-in here and there.
That's cool, though.
It is in theory. For it to actually happen to me is kind of different. The closest that I think I've gotten to is like sleep paralysis, which was pretty scary in itself, and it was quite a long time ago. I was a kid, maybe 3rd or 4th grade, something like that.
Oh, well, it's little.
I was very, very young.
That's actually really disturbing.
I don't think I've ever
really
had
scary.
sleep paralysis that young.
Yeah, no, that's almost
For me,
unheard of.
yeah, for me it's normally like teenagers.
Because
Yeah.
that's usually when, like, sleep disorders happen.
Oh, no, I guess it just started right away then. I don't know.
It was fucked up since his youth.
I was a small little wee boy, you
Plot
know.
twist, it was an actual ghost.
It could have
Oh, plot twist. It was a real ghost, and he denies it to this day and claims it to be sleep paralysis.
But
Damn.
I don't know. What I do know is what happened. So whether it is a ghost or not, I'll leave that up to debate. But I was a child, coming out from school and whatnot. I got home, went about my normal day. And fast forward to me, time for bed, brush my teeth, do all my little nightly rituals, wash my face, all that,
When
changing
you were
my
3?
pajamas. No, I'm not 3, 3rd grade.
Oh!
I'm a 3-year-old with a face routine.
I have a face routine. No, it was just...
But still, third
Third grade?
grade?
Yeah,
Still,
I
you were
did
actually
all that
very
as a little
hygienic for a
kid.
3rd
That
grader.
was
Heck
really
yeah.
little.
Yeah.
To wash your face?
Yeah.
And brush your teeth?
And brush your
No,
teeth.
okay, no.
Wait, did you do it on your own, or did you have your
Yeah.
mommy be like,
I've always
No,
brushed my teeth.
They
But I'm
gave us a
talking
little
about...
stool and
no, it's a
everything.
joke. Because most kids don't like being clean.
Well, I was real tiny, so I couldn't reach the sink anyway.
I was
Probably
just
got your
confused
ass
about
whooped.
the
Yeah.
whole
Be like,
face
if you don't brush your
washing.
teeth and clean your face, then you're going to get your ass whooped.
That was basically it.
Damn.
So here I go doing my night routine. I get crawl into bed, whatever. I go to sleep, same as any other night, except this night I wake up. And I look around, I'm like,
Heaven
okay.
forbid you wake up.
I'm like, well, I mean, in the middle of the night, that kind of felt weird because I normally don't. I don't remember or recall really ever having sleep problems as a child. So that's why this one really felt out of place for me. But I couldn't move. So I woke up, I could move my eyes, and it didn't really feel like I could too much. Like, everything felt really slow. My body felt super heavy. I could barely breathe. You know, the whole what happens to your body during REM sleep, you're out, whatever, your body paralyzes itself, whatnot, to prevent you from moving during your sleep. And somehow when I woke up, I was still stuck in that, paralysis. And at first I was kind of like freaking out, like trying to call for somebody, but I couldn't really say anything. And then that's when shit really started to get trippy, because I started seeing stuff. And the thing that I saw was this really, really, really tall shadow, man, like
Slender Man.
down.
Slender Man was coming after you.
Yes, he was very slender. He was very slender. But see, like normally with
was he handsome?
Wait,
no.
I'm actually scared of like tall people.
Really?
Oh my god.
Oh, good thing I'm very short. I'm glad I'm short.
No, it's like how lanky they are and how like long they look.
What about how tall and skinny probably sounds like what you're more scared of? So like a 6-foot string bean makes you nervous.
Hey, that's
no, I'm talking about in a person like they call someone a string bean.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like 6-foot string bean.
I googled it if it was like a phobia, and it was like really real, and like the picture that popped up really scared me, and it was just like a picture of really long legs.
She's like, I don't like
legs. She hates Jack Skellington, ladies and gentlemen. It makes her nervous.
Cool. I'm sorry, I didn't want to tangent
No,
off
you're
of
good.
your story.
Go for it.
It's fine. You should have done that with
this
me.
Is good to know with like phobias.
You guys just let me rant.
I like to rant. I was listening.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so this like really long shadow man, whatever. I kind of like, I felt like internally I was like extremely scared, but because I was in this paralysis, I don't know if it's because of the paralysis, but I just couldn't, I couldn't really react. I was just like, oh look.
That's what I have.
To me, that looks like normal legs.
Yeah, really.
No, that shit looks weird.
Okay, then I guess you're the only one out of all of us.
Okay, I just googled it.
Gigantophobia?
Fear of tall people?
Yeah.
Giganophobia?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Taste the fear of giants and large creatures, most commonly people. Therefore, any person above the average height of their immediate surroundings could be feared by someone with this particular phobia.
So it's all like, I don't like that picture. So it's not really like, I don't know, it's like a weird combination of like really skinny and like super tall that creeps me out. But yeah, I just need to figure that out.
No, yeah, you're good. Go for it. Yeah, so, well, this would definitely strike your giganophobia.
It would have
sure.
made
so
you shit yourself,
I want to say,
guess.
and then this is just me throwing a rough estimate, he was tall enough that even standing, like granted, we had a bunk bed, and yes, we're children and whatnot, but we had a bunk bed, right? This guy towered over the bunk bed, like he could barely fit into the room. Like he was tall enough, and this is the reason why I say it, is that I felt this immense pressure. I already could barely breathe as it is, but I felt that I got picked up by the guy, by this shadow thing. I couldn't really see anything. It was like, it wasn't that he was just dark and black, but like it was like literal shadow, like
a silhouette?
Yeah, like this silhouette person that grabbed me, picks me up by the throat. I can barely breathe as it is, and this is where I kind of feel like I was starting to fight having the sleep paralysis, because I could swear that I could kick my feet, kind of like I could grab at my own arms, but I wasn't, like I was trying to remove his hand from my neck, but I couldn't. He had such an immense strength in his hands. I was like, okay, I'm gonna die. Yeah. This is how it's gonna go. I'm about to be killed by some shadow guy. I don't know what I did to him, but here it goes. I'm fucked.
Did he show up after that?
No, he did not. But the crazy thing was that
this kid is too strong.
My brother, right? I could not get choked out.
He couldn't kill
and that
his
was my
brat.
first choking moment that I've ever had. Like anything, put his hands around my neck.
Daddy, he says.
Oh my god! Shadow Daddy, please.
Shadow Daddy, come back.
So Shadow Daddy here.
Oh
He picks me up by the neck, and I'm talking about with one hand, like no
Hold
trouble.
On, I'm gonna draw Shadow Daddy.
Oh Lord,
Shadow Daddy fan art.
Okay, so I
Shadow
get picked
Daddy
up.
fan art.
I get. I'm not even done telling the story. We're already talking about fan art. No, it's fine. Okay, so I get picked up by this shadow, and it's choking me and whatnot.
He picked you up.
And I'm able to look over to my right. Oh my god, you fucking pervert.
Did he take you out too?
No, he didn't. The bastard. He just choked me and
Choke me harder, Daddy.
Choked me harder, and then he left, and that was it.
Wow, he didn't
I
even
woke
leave
up
you
on
his
the
number.
floor. No. I did wake up on the floor.
Wait, you woke
Are
up
you
on the
top?
floor?
Yeah.
Were you top or bottom bunk?
I was on the bottom bunk.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's what was scary. But so anyway, he picks me up to the point where I'm hanging, like I'm dangling, whatever, and I can see my brother, like he's asleep in his top bunk bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being choked up that high that I can see him, like calling to my brother, and he won't wake up. He's knocked out, dead asleep. And I was just like kind of losing consciousness, like I could feel the pressure in my neck,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like kind of slipping. I'm like, oh, this is kind of just like a really morbid way to think of it. I was just a child accepting his immediate death. Like that's it. I'm just gonna slip and let go.
Morbid child.
And then and
They're
Hello,
probably
darkness.
confused
it was
too.
just really crazy because he just had these like dot white eyes. That was
Oh,
like the
God,
only
that's
thing I remember.
gross.
It was just like this really like lanky
The
shadow.
Babadook came for your
Like
ass.
yes, but like imagine Babadook with no
like not too long. He's like, yes.
like,
yes, it was the Babadook.
imagine that, but with no features. Like
The face is Babadook.
sort of, yeah. So he's like just choking me out, and I'm just like calling his name, and bleh, I pass out. And then the next morning, my blanket, everything, all of my pillow, the mattress is all messed up. Everything's on the floor.
What if?
And I wake up by myself. I didn't even tell anybody. I was just like,
What?
I walked out of this.
What
I'm
if-
just gonna leave it at
What
that.
if your brother saw?
Well, I'm also thinking, what if the choking was you getting wrapped up in your blankets?
Oh,
maybe.
And
But
then
I
you
woke
throw
up with.
yourself on the
Oh,
floor.
so here's
I
the
didn't even
thing.
think about
I woke
that.
up with everything spread out. I wasn't in the blanket. I wasn't wrapped up in
But
the
no,
blanket.
you flailed
It
enough
was-
to throw the
I
shit
was
off of
just
you.
like the blanket was like flat out on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The pillow was flat out on the ground. It was just me, and I woke up like clutching my chest. Like I don't recall any bruises or anything like that. I was a child, obviously, so I don't have very good memory from back in those days. But
You don't have good memory, period.
No, I don't really.
Same.
But but yeah, that was probably the only real scary thing that I've had happen to me, and I remember it so vividly. Like sleep paralysis is no joke. And there are people that I used to work with. One lady at one of my jobs. She experiences sleep paralysis like almost every other week, and
Oh,
that's
fuck no.
so scary.
My
to just think
sister, for the longest time, had sleep paralysis, and one day she actually got mad at me. She's like, "Bitch, I called for you, and you didn't wake up." And I was just like, "Bitch, I'm sleeping. I'm sorry.
my
I'm a
God.
very heavy sleeper. I could sleep through a freaking earthquake or whatever."
I've had sleep paralysis before, but I've never seen anything.
No?
Like I've always heard people say that like they
Were you
see
abducted
stuff.
by aliens?
No. It's weird because it's a like, it almost seems like an outer body experience
hmm
instead of like seeing creepy shit. I remember one time it was
Astral
actually,
projection.
yeah, what is it?
Astral
Astral projection?
projection.
Whatever the hell you said. Yes, there we go. Outer body experience. But I think it was in this house where I was sleeping downstairs. You know where the couch is at?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We had a different couch, and you know how there's like the wall and then like the kitchen's back there.
Yeah.
So I was sleeping. I think my mom was in the kitchen, and then I was in sleep paralysis, but I didn't see anything, like anything scary. I just like saw my mom, and I saw myself sleeping.
That's freaking crazy.
So like I've never had like an experience where like I see like weird shit, but I just see my house. Sometimes like things are missing and I see
Bruh.
through them,
Bruh.
but I don't know what that's about.
That's fucking crazy. I forgot what it is when you have like an out of body experience. I forgot what they said it means, but that's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Supposedly you're like really in tuned or something like that.
Oh, I don't
with
know.
The paranormal.
'Cause,
I
like,
don't know.
I mean, sleep paralysis still scares me because like I can't move. Obviously,
I think it's the
That scares
being unable
anybody.
to breathe.
Yeah.
When I feel my lungs and my chest
oh, I
super
could
heavy,
still breathe.
I could not breathe. I could barely. I was like, I had a.
What if you were smothering yourself?
Okay, the crazy part is, and I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like knowing that I could barely breathe, I was trying to make use of every breath I could get. Like, I was trying to space out my breathing. I was trying to, like, hold my breath for as long as I could. Like just, I don't know if it makes any sense, but, like, maximizing the little bit of air I could get, you know? I mean, I know you can't really be efficient. You breathe and you exhale. That's just how it works. But knowing that I was, like, that was, like, really it. That's all I could really get. Like, just very, very, very tiny amounts of air. And it was just, It was so scary feeling that, like, I felt a tremendous weight, like, not directly on my chest, like, like, imagine if someone was sitting on you or something. I felt it, like, in my lungs, like, pressure in, like, cement in my lungs. It was the wildest thing, yeah.
Well, the thing about sleep paralysis is it's a really tricky sleep disorder, and people see the weirdest shit. Like, people say, like, the most common time when you're abducted by aliens is when you're suffering from sleep paralysis, because you cannot move. And they float your ass out of your bed and into their freaking spaceship and do whatever the hell they knows what they do to you in outer space, probing buttholes or whatever. And then they bring your ass back, and supposedly you have, like, weird half hybrid, half alien children with them. Like, that's some weird shit. Like, Truffles in Adventure Time had half alien. Like, them hybrid children, and her husband was like, "The hell," but going off topic here. But no, tree trunks, not truffles. Jesus, my bad.
Like, what?
I'm an idiot.
The elephant. I'm like, okay.
That's the letter T.
I think that's her name.
It's tree trunks. Anyways, yeah. But crazy shit happens during sleep paralysis. I've never suffered from it. Because, I don't know, I don't really have sleep disorders, too.
Yeah, you sleep, like, so soundly. Honestly, I envy her be sleeping.
I can literally just be, like, chilling.
We can be talking, like, having a full-on conversation. Bee's sitting in this couch across from me. I'm on the other side, sitting on my own couch. We're both on our phone, right? And then, I'm not joking, Jinxed. Like, 3 seconds later, she's out. Wow. And I mean, not like... oh, she's kind of closing her eyes, starting to... I mean, gone. Like if she had been asleep the whole time, and then I'm like, hey, B, like, something. Wakes back up perfectly fine, responds, immediately, like, out again. Nice. I'm just like, how do you do that? How do you go from fully awake to REM in, like, a span of 5 seconds?
It happens.
If I'm laying down, it works really well. She has this
amazing... that's probably the one thing I envy of B, is her ability to sleep as she does. B and even Jinx, they've both been over to my place. And I think that for the most part they can agree I have a decent bed.
I have an affair with his mattress.
It's comfortable.
I can't sleep in that bed at all.
That's why the relationship between you and your bed doesn't work.
That's why you have sleep paralysis.
You never go home to it. It feels neglected, so it treats you badly.
Oh my God. I love my bed.
Yeah, well, obviously not enough to where it loves you back. I'm sorry.
I need to sleep more, I guess.
Have you had sleep paralysis recently?
No. Actually, no, I haven't.
Because he's probably been so fucking tired that he just knocks out, and he's like, "Take me now, sleep."
Yeah, but it doesn't. Death doesn't come for me.
No, death has yet to come for you.
No, it just wants me to suffer a little more.
I mean, that's the best way to do it. Let it marinate in misery.
Yeah, that's why I always thought it was, weird for me and my sleep paralysis, because it wasn't the same as other people. Because literally everyone I know, they've always seen shadows and stuff, and then for me it's all like, yo, like, I'm just checking my house out. See through the walls and shit. Like, I could see, like, everything.
She went ghost.
So she goes into this, like, Sims creator mode or something.
Oh my God.
That's all I imagine.
She's like Mary the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it's like I'm in different places at the same time, but like in my house. Dude,
that's
whatever.
a freaking trip. I would love that to happen to me. No joke.
Well, no, because I mean,
it's a trip.
I'm still scared.
That's so cool though.
Like, I'm still scared because of the fact that I can't move, but like I've learned how to wake myself up from that, which is like start like wiggling my toes or like my fingers.
Wiggle your big toe.
Oh my God. No, but it works. Like, that's how I always get myself out of it. Like, so whenever I get into sleep paralysis, or when I'm feeling like I'm about to get into sleep paralysis,
like, the toe, move the
I don't know if
wiggle your big toe.
You could normally feel while you're getting into sleep paralysis, but yeah, normally when I do feel it, like I feel like my body getting all numb, which that's why I don't know if it's actually sleep paralysis or like outer body experience, because I've like researched that too.
You're leaving your human body.
Yeah, because I know like your body gets all tingly and stuff, and like you feel like you're falling or whatever.
Oh God, I hate that feeling.
Normally when I get sleep paralysis, what I think it's sleep paralysis, like I always feel like my body just like tingling and stuff, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm going into another place right now. So then I just like get scared and I wake up. So, but yeah, it was pretty much.
That's crazy.
I don't know what that is exactly.
There might be a weird or interesting or very special form of sleep paralysis, but I don't know. It almost sounds like you need some sort of sleep disorder to suffer from that stuff, unless you think it's diamonds.
It could be demons. You know why? Because.
Oh my God, she's going in.
Uh-oh.
She's going in.
What do you
Okay,
She's rolling into
listen.
that story.
Like, I'm not about to get like really, really detailed into it, but apparently,
got?
like,
Disclaimer.
It's okay. Give us cliff notes.
so there's this theory, and we think that my grandma does witchcraft.
What is it with
Brujeria.
everybody's grandmas?
My grandma did it.
So brujeria, because there's like a whole bunch of things, you know.
Is it buried?
Huh?
She buried them, or did she just put them in like weird places of the house?
No. There's like stories that have happened.
Oh damn.
Like my mom. Oh, I can't. I don't.
You don't have to go into too much detail. That's
Yeah.
okay. Don't worry about it.
Cause like I don't know which family members are out there listening. So
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't want anyone to think like there's a witch up in here. We don't need no witch hunt. It's
Yeah.
2018. Get with the program.
Nah, I'm just saying because like gossip and stuff and like
The
problems.
typical family chisme.
Yes. So anyways, there's this theory that my grandma is like a witchcraft.
She's a witchcrafter.
She does brujeria, and we feel like we all have. I don't know. This might sound weird. So I feel like my dad's side, like since my grandma does that, like we have like in tune with like the spiritual
It's
world
possible.
because my sister actually sees ghosts.
Oh,
Damn.
It's gotten to the point where she doesn't know which ones are real, like who's real and who's not, unless she like really focuses in on them. And she's like, "You're kind of like out of place here."
That's interesting.
But yeah, she says like at the malls and stuff like that, she always sees them.
Oh my God.
And that a lot of times when I'm with her, she's just like, "Hey, do you see that person over there?" But like I don't really pay attention to my surroundings, so I'm just like, "Yeah, nah." But yeah, she has a lot of ghost stories because she can see them.
Bruh, that's so
but-
cool.
For me, okay, so
That's
there's that
so
thing
scary.
like my dad's probably like the evil side where like
Oh,
we see the evil stuff, but then
Yeah.
like I feel like my mom is like really really blessed because of shit that could have happened to her, but it never got to her,
Uh-huh.
like spiritual shit.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like us, like me and my siblings, were like half and half.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're super blessed.
Oof.
Like I feel like I'm blessed.
You're like,
don't know.
I am blessed.
Yeah, like I can't see ghosts,
Right.
but I can sense vibes and stuff. And I'm
So-
always like scared that like one day my ability of seeing ghosts is gonna like.
Do you think you're more of an empath? Meaning you can like feel other people's emotions.
Yes.
So you're an empath. That's
I-
pretty crazy.
Yeah, that and then like
It's not just other people too. It's just like area in general.
Yeah.
Like, you walk into a house and you're like,
Yeah.
this house feels really good. It's got great vibes.
Yeah.
Or you'll walk into a house, you're like, this house
Negative
scares the
energy.
living shit out of me. It's got so much bad vibes.
yeah, that's how I am. So my sister has like the seeing ghost part, and I have that
The
where I
feeling.
can just like feel it. Yeah.
I'm almost scared to have her come to my house because she'll walk in and she'll be like, oh fuck, no, I gotta go.
No, yeah, like sometimes like the weirdest shit can like creep me out. You know what I mean? Like it could just be a couch, and I'm just like.
Meeting my dad will
This
creep you out.
couch.
I'm like, this couch. There's something wrong with that couch.
I hope not, because the couch that we got, the ones where my grandma used to
I
sleep
sleep
on, we
on
got.
them.
Well, no, because my grandma, when we used to have her over,
Mhm.
Oh.
she used to sleep on
Oh,
the
yeah,
couch
you
because
have
she
to-
refused to sleep in any of our beds. She hated sleeping in my sister's bed when she had hip surgery,
Mhm.
but she slept on the couch because it was hard and firm, like her freaking rock hard mattress back at home. So we got rid of those couches like few weeks after she died, but it's not because she died and she slept on it. It's because we got tired of those goddamn couches.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
we had her sister over for the funeral,
Mhm.
and we were like, okay, this is where your sister used to sleep. Are you okay? She's like, no, I feel closer to my sister this way. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see people grieve in a different way.
Mhm.
Like, man, it freaking tripped me out. When I went to the funeral, like, I'd never seen my uncle cry. My uncle is my great uncle, my
Mhm.
grandma's brother.
Yeah.
Never seen him cry in my whole life. And he freaking cried so hard and he grabbed my hand and he squeezed and I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. And then I got emotional because they're like, do you want to see her before we put her down? I was like, oh, no. I want to
Uh-huh.
remember my grandma as I did.
Yeah.
Is that weird or is it just me?
No.
Because
No.
I hate wakes. That's why I didn't go. I
Yeah.
don't like seeing the dead body.
Hey,
'Cause
I went to my grandpa's. That was the first one
Was
I've
it
ever
open
been.
casket?
Because, like, I looked at it, well, that sounds weird.
Him.
I looked at him.
Okay, I'm so
No,
sorry,
it's because
Grandpa.
I said it because of what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I looked at the body, and I just didn't feel anything.
I feel...
But then again, like, the way I am, it's like, since I go off of vibes, I looked at him, and he just looked like an inanimate object. Like, if he was part of the casket.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure if he was, like, the way that I feel vibes and stuff like that, like, if he was alive, I think I would have been able to feel that. But it just looked weird, because, like, he just looked like
alive.
Yeah, like, I don't know, he just looked like
There?
a doll.
Just
yeah,
there?
just there.
Yeah.
But that's
like,
the thing. The thing is
because,
like...
even when someone's sleeping, like a dead sleep, like, they
Yeah.
look alive.
But
I don't
the
know.
thing is,
I don't know
like,
how to explain
It's
it.
because if my brain knows they're dead, it kind of gives me a weird feeling.
Okay.
So I didn't go to the wake. It was miserable. It was the longest 6 hours of my freaking life. But I offered to watch the kids, which are my younger cousins, and it was terrible. I got bit by so many freaking mosquitoes. It was terrible. And when it came time to the funeral, I said, I'm going to go to the funeral.
Mhm.
I'll go to the funeral, but I'm not going to the wake.
Yeah.
And they actually looked me in the eye, and they're like, do you want to see her one last time? I was like, fuck no. After what you told me she looks like, I'm not. Because from the day she died to the day she got buried, 10 days.
Oh, shit.
Because we had to transfer her body from here to
Uh-huh.
Mexico.
Oh,
But it took a while because we had to communicate with the funeral home here, funeral home
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So we had to send my uncle and his wife down there and be like, you gotta talk to those people and tell them they're ready to accept the body.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs so much money
Yeah.
Move the body.
to move a dead body because it's a biohazard
Uh-huh.
to cross the border with a dead body. But it was freaking crazy. So I said, I'll go to the funeral.
Yeah.
And when they like, you want to see her? I was like, no, because she doesn't look like the same as she did before. Because
Of course.
my mom told me like her cheeks are sunken in. I was like, no, thank you.
Mhm.
Like
Your
I
mom
was.
saw her?
See, my
My
grandpa
mom saw
didn't
her.
even look
Okay.
like that. Like,
Well-
he looked like,
Like he was asleep.
kind of, but just lifeless.
Well,
like, I don't know how to
My
explain
grandma
it.
also was like losing a lot of weight
Oh, okay.
when she was.
Uh-huh.
That's towards the end of her life.
Okay.
So she looked really, really thin.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like between like the day she died and the day she was buried,
Mhm.
decomposition does set in, and I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to see her like that. I want to remember her as the way that I left her.
Mm-hmm.
Which was sad because I was the last person to see her perfectly fine
Yeah.
before her operation. So I feel kind of shitty.
Mm.
But it's like, I couldn't help it. Like, my mom's like, take her. And I was like, okay. This was before I had a job.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I did all the take your grandma to the doctor appointment
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And I was like,
remember.
okay. And it was really sad. But I don't know. I can't deal with, like, too much death. But
Mhm.
it's weird because I think I have to have a connection with the person because when my grandpa died, he died on the 15th of August.
Mhm.
So a few days after my birthday. And
That's rough.
he died, and when he died, I felt really, really bad. But it's like I wasn't as, like, heartbroken. And
Well, you don't have a
Yeah.
super huge
well,
attachment
it's
to
because he
him.
lived all the way in Michigan, and I didn't see him as often as I got older. I
Gotcha.
saw him a lot when I lived in Michigan for 3 years, but not when I was in California because it's expensive to go out there and say, hey, what's up? It's me. When he was alive, I saw him like 2-3 times. Probably 3 times in like the freaking 20 years that I've been out here. But yeah, it's just crazy how death affects me as a person.
Uh-huh.
Like, I can't.
You're very sensitive to that.
I mourned for a few days and I
Yeah.
cried like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I cried by myself because I was like, I don't want people to see me cry.
Yeah.
And then when I had a job, I actually cried on my way from work to my house
Mm.
because I was like, damn it, I wish my abuela was here now so I can give her at least $20 every time I saw her.
Aw.
Because she was like, do you have any money? I'm just kidding. Not to me. People gave her money because
Mhm.
she's an old lady. She needed
Yeah.
groceries. But I never got a chance to do it.
Mhm.
So it's like, I feel bad, but it's like, well, shit, she wasn't really healthy to begin with.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, death is pretty interesting. I'm trying to think.
Well, I've only been to one funeral, and that's my grandpa.
That's
'cause when
her
I was-
funeral's my only funeral.
When I was younger, okay, so for my dad's side of the family, it's really big. So I remember there is a year when it was just like parties and quinceañeras,
Damn.
and then the next year it was just funerals.
That's
But
crazy.
obviously, just like the kids would stay like somewhere else, and all the adults would leave.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until like my mom, well, because my dad's parents are still alive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like my mom's dad died,
Uh-huh.
which is my grandpa. That was the first time I went to anything,
Uh-huh.
and I saw him, and then like I saw him get buried.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just crazy. It trips me out. Like, I don't know. I think since she passed away, I've
Mhm.
gotten like way more emotional about everything.
mhm.
Like when I was younger, I didn't really cry all that much.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm just like a whiny crybaby all the time, 24/7. I hope they heard that.
Ow.
I
That was a good neck slap.
hope it was a good one.
I don't know how it makes me feel, because, like, when I went to my grandpa's, like, his...
The burial?
Wake?
Yeah, burial.
Oh, the
I
wake
can't,
or
I
the
can't
burial?
speak. No, the burial is that, well, I mean, I don't know how it is here, but in Mexico it's like 3.
No. That's where
Okay.
my abuela was buried that way.
Okay, yeah. So it's all like,
There's like 3 or 4
everyone-
plots.
yeah, everyone, I guess, like, my aunts and my mom, whatever, already paid and, like, rented those 3 spots for some reason, like, before.
You have to buy them in bunches. Like, you can only get, like, a plot of 4.
Mhm.
So my uncle bought a plot a long-ass time ago, and
Mhm.
my abuela's the first one in it. So there's 3 more spots left. And if you look in, it's not 6 feet.
Yeah, it's
hella
super-
deep.
yeah.
Because after they buried, they put the concrete slabs on top
Yeah.
of them and then put the dirt in.
Mhm.
And it's pretty crazy. That's actually very efficient, but dude, since the day my grandma got buried, I went to the cemetery like a handful of times. I went, so many people are freaking dying. It's crazy. It's just like I went to the cemetery one week and I'm like, okay, there was a funeral here just the other day cuz now there's like names over here.
Mhm.
And then I'll come back like a month later and there'd been like freaking 20 funerals. I'll be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
How many people
I
are
mean,
dying?
Oh wait, actually there was 4 spots, but then my aunt died and then my grandpa died. But I don't know, I just thought it was weird, like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, where are you guys gonna buy, like,
Keep the family together.
like,
Yeah.
I don't
guess
know,
that's it.
like, pre-buy them.
My uncle
like,
pre-bought
years
it.
ago. And
It's
just
it's because in we've actually talked about it, but in
Uh-huh.
Mexico
it makes sense, but
does
it's
make
just
sense,
like,
but in
that's kind of like sad.
Morbid.
Like,
it's
yeah.
a little morbid because you're like, say you're like in your 30s and you're like, oh, I gotta buy me a plot now for when I die later,
Yeah.
then I'll be fine. But no, in Mexico it's because they're running out of room.
Yeah, I know.
That cemetery that my grandma's at, they actually ran out of room. Like all spaces are filled. Everything's been pre-bought. And they're still making spaces for the freaking area, and I'm just like, that's freaking crazy.
See, now do you think we should be buried in like casket and like cement and shit, or should we just be buried in the ground so like
Well, you
our
can
body can
you
like
can do what you
decompose.
want because
decompose and go back into the earth? Because I feel like maybe that's also what's like
Well,
kind of
it's-
fucking it up. Because it's like we're not giving back to
if
the
you're
earth.
if you're say a wooden coffin, it's fine
Yeah.
because biodegradable.
Yeah.
So, but there are some like
That are like
alternatives.
those nice caskets.
The
that,
metal
like-
ones, my grandma was buried in a metal one, but then again, she was buried with concrete walls. She's not gonna really biodegrade like
No,
everybody
that's what I'm
else.
saying. Like, I feel like it's a little bit fucked up to have like all this cement and like.
I
all
say
this
they do that
concrete
because
and
over
stuff.
time the cement will collapse, and then
Mhm.
eventually Mother Nature will take over.
Mhm.
But that's probably be a long, long time from now. But that's why there's the option of like somebody said there's like a pod that you put your body in,
Oh yeah.
and then you can
Yeah, they're
either
making,
become a
like-
tree or you
yeah.
can let fungus devour your body.
Mhm.
That
And-
sounds metal.
That sounds hella metal and hella nerdy, but the
I've
all
never had shrooms, so let's just have
Bee
fungus.
shrooms.
no, thank you. Anyways, the other day I was watching about the not stories of the afterlife, but like the Joshua Gates the afterlife thing.
Mhm.
He's having like a thing about the afterlife.
Uh-huh.
And the other day, he actually was part of a Hindu funeral, and he said that they don't bury their bodies, they cremate them, and by the Ganges, and it's like, it's a way of releasing your soul into nirvana so you can break the reincarnation. I'm just like, oh my god. Because
Mhm.
my grandpa was cremated, but my abuela was buried because she demanded it. Mind you, my grandpa and my abuela were not the married ones. My grandpa's my white grandpa, my abuela my Mexican grandma.
Yeah, nothing. to do
My
with
white
each other.
grandma's still kicking it, and but yeah, he was cremated, and I might decide to get cremated because
Oh.
it's better. I
Mhm.
even said like,
Cheaper.
hey, we also talked about it how like I want my ashes to be put in stuff, like not just an urn to sit on someone's mantle and look really pretty.
Mhm.
I want my ashes to be embedded into jewelry or a sword. Go ahead and turn me into a weapon. I dare you. It'd be really kick ass in my afterlife. I'd be like, I'm a sword! Or do like, a professor told me how in this other school that she teaches that she had students do glass blowing. She didn't do it, but she says she had students take glass blowing, and they took the ashes of their loved ones and put it in the glass blowing, and I'm just like, dude.
Some people get tattoos.
That too.
They get
Using the ash?
Yeah, the ash. They mix it in the paint and then they tattoo themselves.
That's pretty brutal. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Or like other people do like artists, if like they do a portrait of whoever's died and then they just put their ashes and mix it with the paint.
See, that's pretty
and then Put it in
cool.
there.
I will be one with the painting, and then you haunt the house that you're in.
Yeah.
See, but that's kind of where you get to the point, like, what is it that you want to happen?
It's
with
literally
you
your choice.
Afterward, yeah.
Throw me down the toilet.
Flush me
Oh
down
my
the
God,
toilet.
Flush me down the toilet so like I could be filtered out into everyone's tap water and like everyone could drink me.
I mean, we can also just like put you in a coffee can and then
I'm
just
just
put
not
it in the
gonna drink tap
cupboard,
water.
and then we just let people
Filter me out.
grab you and then be like, "Oh, let's have some coffee," and they don't know it's
Yeah.
you, and they're like, "This coffee tastes like shit,"
Exactly.
and then you're like,
It
"It's
tastes
me,
like-
bitches."
It tastes like trash.
Trash.
Cause we're trash.
Cause we're
trash.
trash.
Okay, so I know you guys are low key lame because you guys told me already.
Oh
Wow,
my God,
okay.
she just
But-
announced it
First
to
of
the
all,
fucking world.
But listen,
Rude.
listen.
I only say I'm lame to save my feelings. For when someone calls me lame and I'll be like, ha ha, joke's on you, I already knew.
Well, I wasn't gonna call you lame, but since you guys were like all up on that shit. the
Oh my
other day,
God.
Have you guys seen The Haunting of Hill House
No.
on Netflix?
No.
Oh my God, it's so good. Like, I don't like scary stuff,
I love scary stuff.
but the
I'm just terrible.
storyline is so good.
I
You
mean, if
guys
it's a good
need to watch
story, I
it.
can probably suck it up because I don't like horror because
I love
horror is
horror.
typically bad.
I love horror.
If it's good horror, I'll be
Total
into it.
skink
Okay,
for
here's the
horror.
thing.
Okay, I like gory. But
Okay,
I don't
what-
like spirit stuff because that scares
Um,
me because I've had.
I like
stuff
ghost
to
shit.
do.
I like ghost shit.
She likes
I'm a
ghost
slut
stuff.
for ghost
Oh well,
slut.
that's The Haunting of Hill House.
Okay,
is
that
ghost
sounds like
shit.
right up my alley.
Yeah,
But anyways,
it's so good. I just haven't finished watching it because I
You
was
can
watching
literally
it.
go watch that tonight at your house, B.
yeah, most likely.
I
'Cause
was watching it
I'm
at
going
my
work
friend's
tomorrow.
house in LA.
How many episodes?
Like, fuck, I don't know.
That's a good count.
It's because it's really,
Fuck, I
really
don't know.
long. I think probably like 10 or a little bit over 10.
I did see like
Because it's
someone
based
post
on
about
a
it.
book that was made in like 1995 or some shit like
Ooh,
that.
a spoopy
Or
year.
1985.
Is
or I
it
don't know.
binge worthy?
Yes, I watched
She just
it on
said
the
it was worth
weekend.
it.
On the weekend that I was in LA.
Oh, I thought you meant like you spread it
No,
throughout.
no.
Oh hell no!
Oh,
She
But
sits
I
down
didn't-
and watch that
Well,
shit.
an entire
Yeah.
weekend. Okay.
No, she
okay.
binge watched the entire weekend.
Oof.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I guess I can look into it because honestly, I don't know. When I was younger, I was terrified of like scary movies, but then as I got older, I started sleeping through scary shit, and it's just like whatever.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
to me, not all scary shit is scary, and not all scary shit is good. I like psychological horror for the reason that it fucks with you hardcore.
Yeah, psychological horror I think is where it's at.
I love that the most. But if it's like, say someone getting stabbed and their guts are being ripped out, I'm
You're
okay
just
with
like,
that.
"Aw."
I'm a little squeamish about it, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, ah, that sucks, poor guy. Next scene, please. But psychological horror is just like it fucking gets you. Like it start off one way, and then it'll go to a certain like path, and then towards the end you're like mindfuckery, like that
Mhm.
one game.
See,
Oh, like
I like gory.
No, not Saw.
I like gory movies a lot. I could sit there and
Until
watch
dawn.
that, and I can like eat while watching it.
Uh-huh.
That was me when
Like,
before.
I love
Before
What's that
gore,
movie called?
gory movies, but
I
then
think my favorite here. Let me find my.
That was
favorite.
me.
psychological thrillers, I love them too, but it fucks me up.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
and
was
I don't
my
like
favorite.
people because of that.
Well, you know what? People, you really can't trust people to begin with.
I know, but like I've seen a whole bunch of movies where I'm
I
just
know.
like,
No, it's
I'm
worse.
questioning
Movies
people
make you
now.
worse. Well, why do you? Thanks to Investigation Discovery, I don't know, just whatever. Either way, thanks to that freaking TV network, I don't trust people. I don't trust online dating. I trust no one on the internet anymore. Like, thanks for breaking my trust. Like, I don't trust anything anymore. I can't do anything without being scared shitless about everything. Like, freaking, oh, you want to date someone? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, why not? It's like, how about you try online dating? And it's like, oh, fuck no. Have you watched Web of Lies? Have you watched that shit? People be getting murdered, okay? Murdered. It's terrible. I can't do online dating. Like, both my best friends from high school, middle school actually, they met their significant other through the internet. One of my friends said, like, oh, we met through game platform, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they started talking, and they kicked it off, and I was like, oh, cool. How long have you been dating? Oh, since 11th grade. And I'm like, well, fuck, I didn't even know you were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like in college when I found out. But my other friend, she met her boyfriend through OkCupid, and I'm like, man, the hell?
I don't know.
All these people getting lucky with the interwebs. I bet if I'd done it, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
That's how shitty my luck has been
You
lately.
just gotta be smart about
I
it.
would have been murdered. But no, it's just,
Murdered.
I'm really terrible about it.
Um,
Plus, I got this face.
I love how you just have this like.
you know what?
I have to shit on myself
Yeah, that's
every once
okay.
in a while
That's
to
I'm
make
kind of
okay.
myself feel
interested to
better.
go to your house now to see if I feel any.
It's because it's
I
my
I feel
dad.
like you would.
It's my dad. That's just it.
What?
He's just a piece of shit. Sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes.
no, I'm just saying, like, to get the feel of the
Ghost
house.
energy.
I mean, if you can go for
I'll be
it.
like, boop, boop.
Go for it. I'd be like, okay, what do you sense here? And she's like, I sense a piece of shit. And I'd be like, I got this. I
Oh
could have
my
told you
God.
that. It's my dad. It's my dad. He's meant. Sometimes he has his good days, but 90% of the time he just has a really bad day.
Oh my god, okay, I just remembered a story.
Oh,
so, like,
she remembered.
this
Story time.
house, okay, well, even our old house, but, like I said, since I can't see anything, I don't think, the spirits actually, like, try to mess with me or anything like
They're
that.
like, we can't fuck with her. She can't see us.
Yeah, although some shit has happened, but then I get angry because I'm like, oh, you're gonna make me pick up this fucking apple again? Okay.
How fucking dare you?
So, so there was this time, this is not the story I wanted to
They
say,
just fuck with
but
you.
there is this time where, like, we have, you know, I don't know if you saw, like, that white furniture where I have the fruits.
Yeah.
So there was this time where a freaking apple kept falling and hitting the trash can and then falling to the floor.
Oh my God.
So I would open the trash can and stuff like that, right? And it was always when I was home alone because there was a time where my dad would go to work at night. So literally, like, that whole week or, like, that whole time period, I was home alone. And obviously I was eating, like, dinner and stuff like that. And, like, I would just hear it fall and I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, fuck, I gotta go pick it up. So I pick it up, put it back, go back to the business, and then again, it falls.
Oh my
And I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, I just speak out loud and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? Like, did you die because of an apple? Like, I'm
Yeah.
tired of picking this shit up.
It's like I ate too many
every
apple
second.
seeds.
Yeah, and then, like, after I guess I got, like, kind of mad, it stopped. And I'm like, all right, cool.
And Ghost is like, I can't fuck with her. She gets really mad.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
like, she's not a team player. She's not for it.
Yeah, it's like,
Well,
I
it's
can't
because I
hang
feel
with
like
her.
that's the only way that I won't. Okay, because you know how supposedly they feed off of your fear or whatever?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way that, like,
They stop.
yeah, like, if I think about it logically and shit like that, I'm like, dude, I have to bend over to pick up this goddamn apple.
She's like, how
Like,
fucking dare you make me work for this shit?
yeah. And then, but yeah, that's not the story I wanted to say. So, my
This is just
sister,
an anecdote.
my sister and her family used to live here, and this was their room.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, they have 2 kids now, but back then it was just my niece. And you know how supposedly, like, kids see
Yeah,
ghosts
that's
and
their
stuff?
imaginary friend is a ghost.
Yep. So, it was funny because there was a time where my niece would go to the corner of the kitchen where the door is for the garage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she would just start, like, getting super angry and start, like, grunting and
Oh
shit.
my God.
And that it was so weird.
Angry
like,
child gets angry at
yeah,
garage door.
Like, it was so
Okay.
weird because it would just be, like, when she would go there, and she would always go there, and she would be like, no, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. And we were just like, what the fuck is she doing, you know?
Did you ever ask her what the fuck she was doing?
No, because at the time she didn't really, like, speak that well.
Oh my God.
So my mom, I just remember my mom saying, like, she would look at my sister, she would be like, you need to baptize that child because you have no clue
She
what the hell's
needs
going.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
she's like, you
true.
don't know what the hell's happening with her because, like, it was, like, a constant, like, daily thing, but then it stopped. And then I remember one day I went into the garage door to do my laundry, and my sister and my niece were in the kitchen, and I was singing inside, like, you know, kind of loud, and then my sister opens the door and I get scared, so I stop, and my sister's all like, did you just say something? And I was all like, no, what do you mean? You didn't just open the door and said hello? I was like,
Oh,
no,
fuck
what
no.
the fuck?
Fuck
But
no.
I was laughing because I got scared because I was singing.
Oh my God. She
So
still
I
heard me
was-
singing.
Yeah, so I was laughing. I was like, no, I was just singing. And she thought I was faking it because I was laughing. But then at the same time, I was low-key scared. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck's this bitch
Yeah.
sharing?
Yeah, but she said, yeah, we heard, like, we saw you go in. And then we heard, like, the door kind of creak open because that door creaks a lot. Creak open. And then we heard someone say, hello, like, in a really weird, like, high-pitched voice. to the point where my niece dropped her toys and she like walked to the door and she was just standing there like confused too. So like my niece heard it and my sister heard it. Mind you, my sister's the one that sees ghosts.
She sees the ghost.
Yeah. So then my sister didn't think much about it until she saw like my niece walk over
React as
too.
well.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so then my sister was all like, "What the fuck?" So she looked over and she saw that no one was there, and that the door was like fully closed.
Oh my god.
So she was like, "What the fuck?" And that's why she opened it and asked me, and I was like, "No." I was over here doing my laundry.
What
Like,
the
why
fuck?
am I gonna be, messing around with you guys? But
Okay.
I was laughing because I thought she heard me singing.
Okay, well, have you ever? It was at your old house, right?
No, it was this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Has anyone died in this house?
We don't know.
You get social records. Look up records.
No, because it's the landlord's. We just all right house.
You should ask the landlord. Hey, has someone died here? Don't
Okay.
worry, we won't move out. We just want to know.
No,
We might move
okay.
out.
So there's places in this house that I do feel kind of awkward. So I remember when I first came in here, the top bathroom, it kind of creeped me out a little
Is
bit.
there a ghost creeping in the bathroom?
I don't know,
That's
probably.
nasty.
And then this room in particular creeps me out too.
The room we're in.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they don't like me enough to follow me home. I can't afford that.
Yeah, I don't know. And then like the window area too kind of creeps me out. So I don't know if like
Well, you're high up.
anything
and it looks
happens.
really
I'm a
weird.
little boy.
yeah, and then like the garage too. Like really.
God.
But then the garage is like where my niece would be like most attracted to when she was little. I mean, she's still little. So
But
yeah,
little
little
I think there's a word for that.
Shut up.
smaller,
Yeah,
Younger,
tinier,
yeah.
younger.
younger.
Anyway, no,
Little-
that's
little
well. It's
bit.
because the problem is when like say it's a
Oh.
child.
And it happened. Well, okay, because we were like feeling stuff, whatever, seeing whatever. Oh, and then okay, we also seen shadows,
Oh, God,
like
no.
really fast shadows.
Uh,
My sister seen it too, so that's I'm like okay, but we usually see it like outside, like there's a street
oh
lights.
hell no!
And then I remember there's been times when I come home like late at night, and then I just see
See
like
shit.
something like go really really fast, but it never comes inside the house.
It's a vampire.
So-
You can't
oh my
come in the
God.
house. It's a fucking
No,
vampire.
it doesn't pass like the driveway. Because I remember one time I was
It's
like,
a
what
fucking
the fuck?
vampire.
I thought it was like someone dressed in like a hoodie and all
What
black
if-
and ran.
What if this area it is on top of Indian burial ground and you're all just being haunted and none of the
Probably.
neighbors know because nobody fucking talks to each other anymore.
That is true.
So
And then I saw that same shadow. Well, it's probably not the same one inside the house.
it's a
'Cause
buddy.
It was like midnight and I had to go pee, so I went downstairs to the bathroom
God.
downstairs. I don't even know why I went downstairs because we have a bathroom up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just remember running down
I
and
just
I
wanted
went.
to talk to you.
I went to the bathroom and then like you can see the light at the bottom and again I saw like if someone like walked
Oh
by.
hell
In the
no!
bathroom.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
bathroom
the
door. You know,
fuck.
how
like it's
sometimes you
creep-
can see like
inside the bottom.
yeah. So I saw like if someone was stepping but like ran fast.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then the thing that trips us out is like, my dad has seen shit too. We don't know if he's seen shit in this house, but just
We've
like
seen
in
shit
general,
before.
yeah, he's seen stuff, and he's probably like my sister. Like he probably sees ghosts too, because whenever we talk about something, he gets like really scared and he just leaves, and we're just like, oh fuck, like has he seen something? But he never wants to talk about it.
Oh my
he just
God.
avoids it.
Yeah, but then my sister says she's seen the same shadows too, so I obviously believe her because like she
She's seen
sees
shit.
yeah.
Oh
So I'm
my
like,
God.
oh fuck, are my powers starting to unlock? Like I
Damn,
don't want
girl.
to. I was like,
Damn,
I don't want to.
Oh my god, you gotta hone your abilities.
No.
Girl, come on.
No.
That's some
That's
scary
wild.
shit. Like, honestly, me as someone who actually is, I'm okay with the paranormal. I don't dabble in it, but it's like, ooh, ghosts, cool, spoopy shit. But, I would be like, oh yeah, psychic power, seeing dead people, totally cool. No, I'm gonna keep it real. As cool as that sounds, I would never want to have it because that sounds like scary
Not purposefully.
shit.
Yeah.
Scary shit, I can't.
Well, I mean, you get used to it.
Sometimes, but not always. The fuck? What if you're really,
Um,
really scared of everything and then that shit happens to you? Like,
See,
fuck, now I see dead people.
That's what's like for me. That's the only scary part. Like
Well, you
I don't
don't
want to be
see
Yeah, that's what I'm
them.
saying. Like I don't want to get to the point where I could see them.
You
'cause
might or
then
might not be
I'm-
able to.
I don't think there's any going back.
I'ma
once
get-
you
I'ma
start
get
seeing
Let's
it.
scared.
also hope that you guys aren't the ones creating these things because it's possible because you guys are a little more psychic.
Uh-huh.
You can create these things.
Mhm.
Huh.
But let's hope that's not the truth because no, that's too scary for you to create your own little poltergeist.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, we've seen more. Well, I've noticed more when my sister was living here because of my niece.
It's probably her and your niece.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So, I'm sorry.
Oh
I don't want to
God.
scare you guys because it's this room.
You're already spooking me out, and your dog's hanging out outside the fucking door. It doesn't help.
Okay, so they would sleep in this room. So they had like their big bed over here, and then they had my niece's bed right there.
Yeah.
So my niece would obviously sleep in her little bed, and then my sister, she said that one day.
The fuck is that?
The dog.
The dog.
Is it the dog?
Yeah,
Sounds like someone's stomach.
She wants to come in, but she's
No.
being annoying.
No, puppy.
Oh, yeah. So she said obviously like, but this might be too because she like barely had like another kid, so she was like sleep deprived and all that stuff. But then again, we don't know if it's that or like her actual like psychic whatever.
It's her powers.
Powers.
Huh.
But she was like sleeping and she woke up to like feed the kid, and when she looked over, she said she saw like my niece like sitting down, like kind of like hunched over,
Okay, that's some creepy
and that
shit.
she got scared when she was looking at that. But okay, because she saw my niece like laying down like how she was, but then she saw her too like hunched over.
That's fucking weird.
You know, like she saw her twice.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Wait, she saw her daughter's doppelganger. Oh my god.
Pretty much, but it was a ghost, so she was scared, and she's like, "Oh my god, like I don't know what to do, cause like it's my daughter, and it's like right there, you know." But she didn't know what to do because it looked like her daughter.
Oh fuck no.
Right?
Because the thing is like doppelgangers dangerous because if you see it, you're gonna fucking die. So we're lucky your niece never woke up.
Yeah, my niece was asleep.
Fast asleep.
So yeah, so then my sister was all like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but obviously like her mom instincts like kicked in, and she was all like, yo, like I don't know what to do.
She's like, fuck off, spirit child.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I think she turned around to wake up her husband, and when she turned back, the thing was gone. Yeah,
Oh my
and it was
fucking
just
God.
like my niece laying down. So the thing is, one year, which is when we recently moved in, the neighbors came in and actually opened. Okay, I'm afraid of attics and basements.
Oh, they're gross to begin with.
So they opened the attic and brought down like all these Easter stuff, blah blah blah. They gave my niece a teddy bear.
Oh hell no.
And when my sister woke up, the teddy bear was the one that was like in that same spot.
Oh my fucking god.
So I was just like, girl, when my sister told me that,
you gotta burn that teddy bear.
Yeah, when my sister told me that, I was like, you gotta get rid of the teddy bear. She's like, I know. And then like,
get rid of that fucking bear.
Yeah.
Give it to Zach Bagans in his haunted mansion.
Yeah.
Haunted freaking museum.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she already threw it away and stuff like that because she got really scared too.
That's terrifying.
And then it was from the attic too, so we don't even know who
my
used to live here and
Right.
stuff like that either. We just like needed a place.
Christ.
So yeah, and then there's another time where like my grandma, my dad's side, the witch,
The bruja!
quotations, the witch, she gave my niece like this little toy, which was like a little witch too.
Oh.
I swear I touched that toy and like I just
Did it
felt
freak you the fuck out?
I just felt bad vibes. I didn't even have to look at it because my niece was all like, "Oh, can you like find me something?" Or she was looking for something and she had like all her toys where like the dog kennel was at. So like it was stuffed with toys. So I was just going like this, like looking and searching, and I touched something. I'm like, "The fuck is that?" Like I don't know. I just felt bad vibes from it. Yeah. And I got it and I looked at my sister and I was like, "What toy is this? Like who gave her this?" And they're like, "My grandma." And I'm like, "This is bad." I was like, "No." I was like, "There's something wrong with this. Just throw it away." And like obviously my sister knows that like I feel shit too.
She got rid of it?
Yeah, she got rid of it.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, my sister was just like, "Yeah, I don't know why she gave it to me. It was really weird." And I was like, "Yeah, like no, just throw it away."
Get rid of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, brujeria is no joke. Especially since in Mexican culture, brujeria is black magic, typically. Like, in other forms of witchcraft, you have Wiccan, which is white magic. I know some people are still thinking, it's still witchcraft, don't fuck with it, but it's like white magic and black magic, two different things. Like, people can do whatever the fuck they want, but brujeria supposedly is no joke, because you're basically, like, making a weird pact to some greater force, and you eventually have to pay back. That's basically lining up with, my godmother told me, mind you, my mom says she swears that she practices witchcraft too. But anyways, my godmother, 2 days after after she passed away and after I did the funeral arrangements, she and I went out and got food. And while we went to get food, it was just she and I. And she told me, you know, your abuela used to do brujeria. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. And I'm just like, no, that's not my abuela, not at all. She was a Catholic woman. She was a Catholic woman, and she did not do that shit. She got mad at me like when I had a pentagram back in my younger years on my freaking jacket. She got pissed at me when I had one on it. And she was like, why do you have that? That's the mark of the devil. And I was just like, Jesus God, Grandma, I'm just going through my edgy phase. Leave me alone. But, yeah, she's like, your abuela practiced brujeria, and I think that's why they did her in. And I was just like, are you sure it's probably just not why she got really sick? I mean, that could have been it. But she's like, yeah, but your abuela was healthy for a good while. And I was like, this paranormal shit. It's just tripping me out. Because she says, eventually when you ask for something, they want something back.
Yeah.
But then I'm just like, isn't that one goddess or whatever, the one that looks like death? Like, it's not La Muerte. She's called something else.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's basically the one that the drug cartels, like, worship. They give her money, give her cigarettes, and
I don't know.
You say, can you hook it up? And she hooks it up, and then she's like, okay, now I want something in return, not just your smokes and money. But
Give me your life.
yeah, supposedly it's a life-inducing, but yeah, it's crazy shit. Like, brujeria in Mexican culture is, like, no joke. It's freaking crazy. And then you got, like, Santeria. And then you got voodoo.
Yeah.
I want to go to New Orleans just to hang out
Yeah,
around that cool cemetery.
I guess
Well, now you guys know I have some type of psychic ability.
Dude, she got diamonds on her. She got diamonds hanging around her.
We gotta take you to her place.
Oh, my friend's aunt.
There's no diamonds in there. It's just my dad.
My friend's aunt, apparently she sees, like, your...
See your aura?
No. She sees, like, your...
When you're gonna die?
No.
I hope not. Fucking someone telling me, you're gonna die tomorrow.
Oh, cool, let me go with
kind of like your guardian angels.
Whoa!
Sort of.
Spirit animal?
So, the weird thing is that she can see them on your forehead.
What the fuck?
So, like, you can just, like, my friend can just send her a picture of, like, someone's
A
forehead.
forehead?
Yeah, and then, like, she'll tell you. So, I did it, and apparently I have, like, an old woman and a young woman.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
Are
I
they
don't know.
persona?
My friend told me, like, exactly, like, what it all meant, but I kind of forgot. But, yeah, so apparently I have, like, a older woman, like, that's wiser and stuff like that, and then, like, a young girl. That the most she's seen on someone.
Oh my god, puppy.
The most she's seen on someone was 9. Like 9.
9 the guardian angels?
Yeah,
that's
pretty
fucking
much.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's like weird and terrible shit has happened to you, but
Yeah.
you end up escaping it because they fucking helping you out. That's crazy
But
shit.
then again, it's all like, is it really guardian angels or could it be like your past lives? That's what I'm thinking too.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So, like, your older woman, you lived past life, you died in your older age. And
Probably.
You have a younger woman, she died in her younger age. That's fucking crazy.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. They
That's always
say
possible.
they say that it's guardian angels, but like I don't know.
It's kind of hard to say anything.
My sister has seen her. There's 2 ghosts that follow her.
Supposedly, ghosts are more likely to be your guardian angel than an actual guardian angel, because, to be quite honest, that's a lot of guardian angels.
Yeah.
9?
9 for one person. But it's possible it could have been nine
kind of
of
luck
their
do they
past
have?
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the shittiest of luck. They haven't died yet.
Definitely.
Maybe my dad, because he's been through so much shit, and a lot of shit that should have gone wrong hasn't gone wrong for him. Like, granted, he's lost his job twice in 2 different places for the dumbest shit, but he's gotten lucky in like years ago. Like, he hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
He could have died multiple times. But then again, me too. I almost drowned in a pool once for something stupid.
Jeez.
But I managed to find my way out of there, and I didn't die. But yeah, there was a few occasions where I should have died a few times.
I also think it's weird because, like, I feel like it depends on the person, too, and how you see things. So, like, the only thing I've ever seen were those dark shadows that, like, cross, like, super quick.
He's seen a shadow in my house.
Oh, really?
Once.
He saw it once, and it was
it
after my
fast?
grandma died.
Yeah.
Did it, like, move quick?
It was after my grandma died.
I thought it was somebody.
He
in
thought
the
it was
house,
someone
but
in my
no.
room.
But no.
Oh.
No one was there.
But it's... No one's ever seen anything before my grandma died. After my grandma died, weird shit's been happening.
Oh, okay.
Was I there one time when the door slammed or something? And it wasn't anybody there to close it? Like the big heavy
I don't
one?
remember. No, the big heavy one was
Uh-huh.
The big heavy one was at my aunt's house. That her heavy door actually is closed by herself. Like, that thing is so heavy. I moved that door. It weighs a lot, and no wind can move it. So my aunt actually told my mom, like, hey, my door just closed. My front door just closed, and that shit's a heavy door. So we think it's my abuela just, like, visiting her. But it's because one of our bedroom doors, I think it was my bedroom door. I wasn't in it. I don't think anyone was in the bedroom, or my sister. I don't know. I forgot what happened, but we all heard a door slam. And we were like, who the fuck slammed the door?
Right.
And we thought it was my sister, because she's the number one offender of door slamming. And she's like, I didn't slam the door. And I was like, Mom, did you slam the door? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, fuck, it wasn't me, because I was out in the living room. So someone slammed the door. But it's like, my abuela didn't have strength in the last years of her life, but I don't know.
She's a ghost
yeah,
now.
She's a ghost. She does what she wants.
It's ghost strength.
Ghost is
Ghost
a
strength.
different
She got
story,
them swole ghost muscles.
Swole.
She's swole. But no, that's like one occasion where like the door slammed by itself. And then there was another occasion. Actually, no, I've had weird experiences with my front door. Because when my abuela, after she had a heart attack, they said, you need vitamin D. So they said, go sit outside for 10 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
No, she had enough of that.
Oh,
That's why she had like 5 kids. Anyways, she sat outside, but she used to just take herself in and out of the house. She just left the door cracked open. So you can tell like when my abuela used to creep in the house, because she was so old, she was small, she barely went up to my shoulder, she shrunk that much. But she would slowly walk in with her walker, and then you can tell it was her. Weird as shit. It was dark in my living room, dark in the kitchen. The dining room, but the light in the kitchen was on. I could have swore I heard the door open and close, the front door. And I could have swore I saw someone come in. And it came, I thought, because you can tell when someone's coming in the house. It's like a certain sound that the door makes.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it creak open.
Yeah, like either a creak or like the way that it swishes, or you even feel it, like you feel someone's coming in. Like sometimes I usually feel it, and then I see it, or I hear it. But I looked and I was like, I was waiting for someone to come in to make themselves know. Anybody. Like I thought my brother came home from work. I was about to say like, hey, how was work? And I was waiting. Not a sound was made in the kitchen. Not a sound was made. No one walked by me. And I was like, the fuck? So I asked my mom, hey, did anybody come in? Did anybody walk by? And she's like, no. And I was like, are you sure? Because someone came through the front door. Like I could have swore I felt someone come in, and I thought I saw someone come in. And she said, no, it's just you and me. And I was like, oh, hell no, not this again. Literally, it was almost a year after the fact.
Yeah.
Also, weird shit, talking about a year after a fact, the 1-year anniversary that I took my grandma to the hospital to get her little operation done, my ankle that I twisted the day that she died started hurting. And it was killing me, and I was just like, I didn't step wrong, I didn't twist it, I didn't sprain it. What happened to my ankle? And it was the one that I jacked up.
Damn.
So, from the day, the anniversary of I admitted her to the hospital, the anniversary of the day that she died, those few days, my ankle hurt. Like, no, nothing happened, I didn't twist it, nothing, no stepping wrong, my ankle just hurt. It felt swollen and inflamed, and I was like, I didn't do anything. What happened? After the anniversary of her death, I was fine. I was perfectly fine. There's no pain. Get your ass out of here and get your goddamn water.
Damn, okay. I just didn't want to say it so
You could do whatever you want.
They're downstairs.
A pack of water bottle by the table.
Yeah. Where the fishes are at, next to the fish.
Don't hang out with the fish for too long.
No.
Give me
He
water.
went to work.
Give me water.
You?
Sure.
Okay.
Give us all waters. Round of drinks for everybody on me.
At my house that I
I'm trying to be a humble hostess. It ain't even my house. Fuck. But yeah, that was like one of the most recent things that happened to me was my ankle swelling up around the 1-year anniversary of admitting her to the hospital and her dying.
Damn.
And then it was perfectly fine. It's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I hate going into hospitals.
I don't like hospitals either.
They creep me the fuck out.
I don't know.
It feels empty.
It feels empty, yeah.
Like it's weird. Like it's really empty and like sad.
By the fish tank, by the table, on the floor.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ, I don't even live here.
Damn.
No, I understand how you feel, because it was weird. Like, as soon as I walked into that ICU, I felt vertigo. I walked in and I was like, I feel like I'm not here.
Yeah.
But I felt very lightheaded. And then I just felt shitty after I left.
Mm-hmm.
But people were like, "Oh, it's stress because your grandma's sick," and I'm like, "I don't know, because I'm taking this rather well."
This feels really real.
Is this the real life or is this just fantasy?
Is this the real? Oh my god!
I'm gonna go see that movie.
Stop! I was just about to ask if you
I'm
guys
gonna go
wanted
see
to
it. We gotta
Let's
go
go.
watch it.
Let's
I
go.
love that band.
It's in next week.
Fuck yeah, let's go watch that movie.
Next week on Friday.
I think I'm off. My work's doing me dirty, so they only gave me 2 days next week. But they gave my coworker, but oh my god, down that bottle, why don't you?
Look, it's right here. I even put it in there.
Oh hell yeah!
Next week on Friday. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Shit,
Next
I'll
week,
have
right?
money by then.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
As in, like, the week of, like, the first?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the second.
It comes
Okay.
Jesus.
Yes,
We're all like.
Wow, it's us versus him.
I don't like this versus stuff. I thought we were a trio.
We are a trio.
An hour ago.
But you also have been silent for like
well, because
majority of the
I don't have a
conversation.
lot of ghost stories.
But you
stuff.
can input. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter about ghost stories.
You were there on your phone the
I
whole
made
time,
you
or you
know.
were like sleeping.
No phones allowed.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
dude.
My
No,
phone's dead
before we
anyway.
started this whole thing,
we
this
go.
bitch, as soon as we came in, he
Rude.
took his shoes off and laid down on the goddamn floor and took a fucking nap. But this bitch got off work earlier than me, and he actually was at his dad's house to take a break and help some stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that
think
might,
I'm giving him my PMS
Probably.
symptoms.
who knows? But either way, this guy has the audacity to come in here, take his shoes off, and sleep on the goddamn floor while we're here trying to figure out how to work this shit out. And I'm the one who literally just got off work, went to his place, picked his ass up, went to his apartment to try and get some equipment that didn't work out because this bitch locked the freaking bedroom door and he doesn't have keys to. And then we come back here to do this shit, and here we are, we're fiddling with this freaking shit, and he was just on the floor saying like, "I'm tired."
And
And then
we were like an hour late to even start because he wanted to go get
yeah,
some
and then he's like,
snacks.
"I wanted some snackums because I left my tackies
Well,
at my
now-
dad's house."
Well, when you look at like that,
You
I
fat
feel,
bitch. That's why we call you the fat bitch of this group. I thought I was fat, but you have the soul of a fat person. You just constantly want snackums every time we go to the store. Can I get snackums? Can I get Takis? Can I get
leave me at my
something?
Takis.
You always want Takis. Stop.
I don't have a problem.
You have a problem. Do we need to admit you into something?
No.
Do we need
Yes, more
intervention?
Takis.
It's,
No.
it's the addiction of the lead.
That's a problem. Yeah, the lead addiction. That's why you are the way that you are. Like, Jesus. Water break.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, yeah.
5
Water
seconds.
break.
People like that sound.
Anyway,
Yeah,
You
sorry.
done-
We went on a little ranting.
yelling
thing.
at
Oh,
me?
yeah. Look at the time.
Should we just,
We
Right.
actually did pretty good time.
or should we go up to 1:30 or?
It's up to you. Do you want to go longer?
I really don't have very many ghost things or even paranormal stuff.
Well, how about this? Rather
Yeah.
than to continue to tell paranormal like stuff, like our own personal experiences, how about we just talk about any urban legends we know about?
Oh.
Yeah.
Any paranormal legends we know about? Like, we live in the area where the
Oh my
Whaley House
God.
is huge.
Did you see
I haven't been.
the
I've never been in it.
commercial for La Llorona? The
Yeah,
commercial,
yeah.
the fucking
The
trailer.
Yeah, they don't give you much, but
It's stupid.
it's stupid.
Really?
The trailer looks pretty dumb,
I
but
haven't.
They have a white girl saying La Llorona.
that's
Oh.
terrible for one. But I might watch it just to give it a try. But it's like,
No, don't give it money.
I don't want to give it money, but I might have to because then I have to wait.
Wait, yeah, just wait.
Okay, well then is it gonna come out on Netflix or Hulu or what? Am I gonna have to buy it off the
I
TV?
don't know.
She's like, are there all alternatives? Well, I don't do that. I'm sorry. Someone else has to do it, and I'll come over and I'll watch. But
We'll figure it out.
I hope. Wait, who's the director?
I don't know.
I thought it was Get Married
But
to
I like the actress because the actress is the one that came out on Freaks and Geeks. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Toro. Long time ago.
Yep. So that's why I was kind of like, meh, it's a white girl. I'll give her a pass because I like her.
I mean,
But then she said La Llorona, and I'm like, ew,
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Then you watch it Spanish dub. That'd be better.
Wow.
If
Look,
say-
you're the smart one of this group.
Say that you watched the movie and you're okay with the actors and actresses in the movie. It was a good plot. Everything was good. But the dub English voices got you shook. Just watch it in Spanish dub.
Is there even Spanish stuff?
There should be. It's La Llorona for a reason.
It
Mexican folklore, bitch.
Maybe.
Yeah, because when I watched, I was gonna say Twitter. When I watched Twilight,
There's no Spanish.
when I
one.
was little or smaller, whatever the hell. When
I was
it
just
came
like,
out,
bitch, I was in high school.
No.
The Twilight came out.
No, yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I don't know. But when Twilight came out, I just remember I didn't like it at all.
In English?
Yeah, in English. But then, like, a few years later, I watched it again in Spanish because it came out on the TV, and I was like, yo, this movie's actually fucking lit. But it's just like.
I watched
The
Shrek in
voices.
Spanish.
Their voices.
Shut up.
It was funny in
Oh
Spanish.
my god.
You saw it in
I
Spanish?
saw Shrek in Spanish. It was funny.
Oh.
I don't know how to say.
Shrek is love and Shrek is life in Spanish.
I mean, I do know how to say it. I just don't think it would sound very good.
It wouldn't
No.
because the video was in English.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'd give La Llorona a try. If I didn't like way to go. If I didn't like the English dubbing, I'd watch it in Spanish. I'm not against it. It's just Spanish is not my first language. English I think is.
You think?
I'm not sure because
Were
My-
you know German?
start spouting German.
Yeah.
Ich liebe dich.
Wait.
She said, "Ich liebe dich." I think.
Start spurting some Rammstein up in here.
Oh.
I know nothing. other
Here
than that.
comes the Sonne. Eins.
Are you just saying words that sound German?
No, that Eins is one.
Oh.
Jesus, get
It sounded like
educated.
Heinz. I thought you
Heinz.
said the ketchup.
Eins,
company.
zwei, drei.
I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Are you saying Heinz like
No, I fucking hate you sometimes.
Racist.
See, for one, he doesn't pay attention.
No, just kidding.
He
That's
doesn't
not
pay
racist.
attention. That's another thing I get angry about with you.
No, stop. This isn't the get
That's my angry voice.
This is not the angry rant, okay? This is spoopy stuff.
This guy
Yeah,
never listens.
I think
That
we
is
should
spoopy.
cut it off here because we're going on different tangents.
Him not listening is spoopy. Like, how
Alright,
the
then.
fuck can you not?
It's been
What?
like an hour and something minutes.
16.
I didn't want to be exact, but
I guess I'm exact. I'm sorry.
it's been an hour
Well,
and
well,
something minutes.
We can actually just belt out some little
we
lore.
could
Oh, I
continue.
thought we were gonna.
No, you can
Just
go for 15
stop.
more minutes. Do some lore. La Llorona is one. Who wants to
Um,
tell the story of La Llorona?
Actually, don't know it exactly.
Do you
Apparently, there's like a haunted house somewhere that's like super haunted.
Can we go?
That no.
I don't know, bitch.
That apparently
How about in?
if you stay in there for like at least 24 hours, if you're able to stay there for 24 hours, you win like money or something like
The
that.
fuck?
How much?
But I don't know. But no one has ever even lasted like an hour in there because of like as soon as you walk in, like the house pretty much consumes you.
What if I just dab my way through the house?
Yeah.
Spirits can't get to me!
I can just like go in the house
Cry.
and then cry, and then I'll go to sleep, and that cry will like knock me out for a good. See, I have the advantage where I'm always tired, so I feel like if I
No, you have to be awake,
Like,
I think.
even if you're
I have to
bold,
be awake?
I don't know, but like even
It
if
helps.
you're bold and like you don't believe in all that stuff, it'll still
scares
get
the
to
shit
you.
out of you.
Like
You think
it's gonna
so?
like shit happens in there, like people come
go
out,
crazy.
like yeah, come
Okay,
out
but
crazy.
what is his house?
I don't
know.
remember.
Oh,
My
damn.
sister's
Well-
husband knows. I can ask him. But...
Well, for one, I would not go in that house because I'm already losing my goddamn mind
I have
living the
nothing
life
to
that I'm
lose.
living. But supposedly they have something similar in Transylvania to go to Dracula's castle, stay a night, and I forgot what you win. Money? A trip? But
Can
you
I
have
win
to.
his house?
No.
Damn,
Jesus Christ. You can't win his castle. But
my cat.
supposedly
Supposedly.
Supposia.
That sounds like a cool name,
Supposia.
like a place.
Yeah, it does. Like it's supposed to be a place.
Supposia.
But supposedly Romania is one of like the most haunted countries aside from us
Really?
because I watched Ghost Adventures the other night. They had the Halloween
Ghost
Romania. Shut the fuck up. The
I love
Halloween.
it, but it's trash.
Shut
I
up.
just have to
Don't
say.
shut.
I love it. It's trash.
Anyways, they were at Romania, And Romania's pretty fucking haunted, but not just that. They got fucking monsters everywhere, and they have like one of the like most alien encounters there or abductions.
Really? I thought it was Mexico.
Well, Mexico's one of them, but Romania's, I guess, the runner-up. Because they also have a place in Romania, I forgot what they call the forest.
They're like,
But-
please don't camp here.
It's like one of the scariest forests you can ever be in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also an area where trees never grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when a tree starts growing, it
I'm
goes
sorry.
the other
I'm getting
way.
really uncomfortable if the door's open.
Okay.
Oh, fight the ghost. Please, no, I'm kidding. Never mind.
Yo, the only thing I'm scared of is like, what if I'm gonna go back to re-listen and there's like someone in the background
I hope
like
not.
talking
We can
or
listen
something?
to a bit
If
of it.
you hear a hello high pitch, that was me back way when you were talking about it. That was
Mhm.
me. Don't get scared.
Yeah.
I'm really good at that shit.
No,
for
but
some
I'm just
reason.
saying, like, what
In
if I
general.
like start just hearing like?
If you start hearing weird shit, they're probably talking shit about my fat ass.
You don't think you're like looking for it though?
What
Do
do
you
you mean?
believe that? Do you feel like
What?
if you force
No.
a situation?
Well, some
like,
people
if
can just
you
listen
believe
to an
in
audio and
ghosts-
they'll have a voice and they'll listen to it even though they're not looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they do it in Ghost Adventures. Like, did you hear that? I'm like, I fucking heard nothing. The
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
And they're
like
and-
words.
yeah, and then they're like,
circumcised.
they said, don't go out there, and it's just like, I was like, the fuck, it didn't say that. What are you
That's
talking
why I'm saying
about?
they-
Watch
you
it,
can't
watch it
force
just
it.
be like white noise and shit.
Could just be them whispering.
Okay, first of all, it's just my entertainment.
I love it, but it's trash.
You know what else?
I
is
should be, oh my god,
This chat.
you.
I should be in
okay.
that show. I should be like, I know everything. And then like,
If you're
they're
you're
gonna
an
have
expert,
me go around like touch stuff.
Well,
No.
it's because they do have people
No.
that occasionally, where they go to an area, like, it's like, oh, it feels weird.
Uh-huh.
They have specialists and experts that come with them. Like, there's this...
Yeah, but I'm not trying to get into all of that. The
I
fuck?
would.
I'm trying to get out of it. Like, I don't want to be seeing no
you
ghosts.
walk in and you're like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't.
Wanna, yeah, I don't want to be seeing no ghosts. That's gonna be scary.
I ain't scared of no ghost.
Yeah, you can't be scared of them ghosts.
I mean, if I'm
I
actively...
mean, I can get angry at them.
if I go... if I
Go
say
away.
I go to, like Ryan and Shane,
Mm-hmm.
I go in and I'll be like guns a-blazing. I'll be like, hey, demons, it's me, your girl.
I would
Be-
be a little scared,
Mhm.
but I would be more scared of a creaky, abandoned place and like maybe some homeless guy coming out.
Oh
than I would be
That's
like,
scarier.
ghost,
It's because
you know,
it's
I
a real
feel-
person.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
scary.
That's fair. You know.
And I'm scared
But-
that it might end up in murder.
Yeah, exactly. So I think with ghosts, just because I have so little experience with them,
Mhm.
I feel like I don't have that attunement just yet, where I'm not
Yeah.
really worried or scared of them.
Mhm.
Like, not that I want
You're
to,
closer.
not that I want to be, but I feel like if I was to be exposed to that stuff, there's kind of it's a one-way street. You don't really go back.
Mhm.
So not having that attunement, I'm kind of lucky and ignorant.
Well,
whatever you
no,
wanna
the thing
call
is,
it.
like, not everyone can get it.
Mm.
Like, you can do it as much as you want.
Oh, then I
You know the thing that trips me out? The people that don't believe in that. Like, they probably think we're weird that we believe in it, but, like, what's it like not believing in ghosts?
I think
It
it's as
sounds
simple
pretty
as that.
boring. That sounds pretty
you
fucking
just don't.
boring.
When people go, they go. That's I would.
No,
assume
I know,
is-
but, like, I wonder what, like, their
How does it feel like to not have an
Yeah.
imagination?
Yeah.
Well,
How
I
does
mean,
it feel like to not expose yourself to the elements? How does it feel?
uh,
Must feel pretty fucking lonely. No, I'm not hating on people who
Like,
don't
how,
believe. I don't
how,
give a fuck.
how do you just not? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's like the same people who, like, believe in Bigfoot. How
Do you
many of
believe in
you
Bigfoot?
believe, how many of you don't?
I guess.
Same goes for aliens. Like, how many of you believe in aliens?
I think
I
aliens.
believe aliens.
I think
Everyone has to
aliens.
believe in aliens. We can't be the only motherfuckers
Exactly.
out there.
That's-
Exactly.
That's ghosts, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a theory that ghosts are actually people who died in this dimension and went to another one that was very similar to how they lived.
Hmm.
That's one theory.
Oh, have you heard? Oh, wait, well, I don't want to get into, like, conspiracies or anything.
You
But
could.
we could.
You could. To be quite honest, I'm not. Yeah, I know we're winding down, but I'm not gonna lie. As interesting as conspiracies are, I'm not. I don't dabble in them.
You
No.
don't?
I don't. The
I
only
do.
thing. Well, no. The only thing I've ever watched was because my dad was watching a Netflix video called Zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first half of it because anything after that was just pretty fucking boring and about the U.S. government and shit like that. But
Now it's like about, like, alien conspiracies.
Oh heck yeah.
no, they
I
And,
mentioned
like,
something like
different
that.
dimensions.
Oh, well, fuck. Area 51's overrun by aliens. We all know it. Lizard people exist. And if aliens truly did exist in area, someone said, like, Donald Trump would have said something by now. because he don't keep his mouth shut or something like that. I don't know. It was funny. It was a comic.
But Donald Trump is.
Okay, look, yeah. No politics.
Okay, no. Yeah, no.
No
Take it out, take it out.
Take out the trash.
All right, then, well.
We had fun with this spoopy holiday special, I guess. Halloween. Halloween's not even a holiday.
This is a good way to start it off.
Yeah.
Good way to get
Yes.
spooptastic, ladies and gents.
Spoopy.
So I hope everybody out there enjoys their Halloween.
Have a safe Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat them edibles, even though no one's gonna ever give you or your child free edibles. That shit's expensive. So watch out for those razor blades. Don't put arsenic in your candy.
Give out full size candy.
Full size candy bars are litty titty. And if you give out dental shit like toothbrushes and toothpaste and
You're
box
the
of
devil.
raisins,
I've never seen that before.
I've
gotten raisins.
I
I've
keep
gotten
no
raisins.
that whole like
The
dentist
dental shit?
yeah, like
No, there's people. I've gotten people who given me stuff like they went to like the fucking 99-cent store, grabbed a bunch of shit, put it in a bag, and they give it out to you. And it's like, thanks, but this is kind of unnecessary. I just wanted candy.
Yeah, he could have just bought candy with that money.
And if you wanted to
or
give me some
you guys
cool
should
shit,
be very grateful and be like, gee, thanks. Now I could brush my teeth.
hello, I'm the one who's walking house to house, fucking getting that free ass
Okay.
candy.
What if they give you a candy bar and
And a
the
toothbrush?
toothpaste?
Fine,
Take it.
that's fine.
And
That's
toothbrush.
saying like after you eat this chocolate bar, brush your
Brush your
fucking teeth.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'll do it. I get the signal. Thank you for being concerned about my dental
You
hygiene.
seem
Yes.
very unappreciative.
You know what? I'm just tired of getting this bullshit. I'm sorry.
Alright,
I'm
then.
just kidding. I haven't trick or treated in a long ass
Yeah.
time.
Me either.
I'm old, but people say I'm young. Okay.
We're old.
Excuse me.
Like I can't compare.
You feel old on the inside. But anyway, thank you all for listening.
Yes.
Have a happy Halloween.
And
Happy
we'll
Halloween.
see you
Be-
guys next week.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.
Lady Titty.
Litty titty.